Okay, good evening to you all. Today is 5th January 2025, which is the day two of these 2 days. It's one formula and functions. And like always, we start by showing our outlines. That is what we are to cover for the day. So today, day two, we'll have a recap on what we did on the one that is yesterday. And of course, we'll continue from function 43 up to function for 81 tonight. And after that, we'll have a question and answer. If you have any, I'll respond to some of your questions. And then I'll discuss about what next. Maybe after learning all this, what next? What are you going to do? And uh, or what are you going to do after this? Or after learning this 81 functions or formula and functions, we'll discuss about that also. And then we'll have a just round off of the entire webinar conclusion, and then we call it a day. Okay, so a recap on yesterday. If you can recall, yesterday we started by having an introduction of this webinar, what to expect at the end of the webinar, and we talk about what is formula and what is functions. And then we started working with some of the functions and a formula, which yesterday we did a lot about 42 of them, all the simple arithmetics, percentage, average, count, counter, count, blank, max, mean, small, large, all these formulas, formula and function, we discussed them about 42 of them yesterday. So, let's begin. That's that all what I can say about this, maybe a recap on it, because we did 42 of them, and yeah. Today we'll continue from there. So let us begin the day two and see what we can cover for the day. Okay. So I'm stopping sharing my screen. And with you, I'll open the file where we stopped yesterday, and then I will share back my screen. I believe you can all see my screen. So this is actually where we stopped, I think, yesterday. Yeah, because I didn't even switch off my laptop. So this is where we stopped. This is the file we used yesterday, and that's it. So we'll continue from function 43, like I said. Okay. So today, like yesterday, I think we are going to start today we are going to start with the function. Which function? We stop at is blank. Yeah. So let's talk about this function that say is arrow. There is a function that is called is arrow. This function, let me come and talk about the function before we continue. This function, if is arrow, is a Boolean function. Like I told you, there are Boolean function that just return true or false. That's what it returns. It returns true or false. So this function also will return true or false to you. It means once you write a formula and the formula has arrow, or there is arrow, if you ask this function to tell you whether it is arrow or not, the function will tell you true or false. So if it is an arrow, the function will tell you, yeah, it's arrow. It will say true. If it is not arrow, the function will tell you false. It is not arrow. So that's what this is arrow did for you. So for example, now let me just show you one thing. Let me do it here. If I say it's arrow, open bracket, and I click on this, and I close bracket and press enter, it will tell me false. Why? Because this is not an arrow, it's a formula we used, and the formula gave us this, so it's not arrow. So definitely it's going to give us this. But for example, if I said equals to this plus this, you see, it gives us this, no value, that what this arrow means. So if I ask this function and tell the function, okay, so tell me, is this arrow, is arrow, you see, if I click on this cell where I have that arrow and I put the formula and I close bracket, press enter, you see, it tells me yes, it's arrow, because of course it's an arrow, because we can't plus this number with empty cells here. But if I put, even if it is 3, okay, let me put something there. You see, I put 3. Now it's arrow. Tell us now it's not arrow. It say it's false, because now we have the exact value that we want, which is the result that we want. We added that plus 3. So now it's not arrow. So this is what this is arrow function did for you. So whenever you want to know whether you have arrow in a particular cell or not, you use that as arrow, then it will return the Boolean, message to you, whether it is true or false. The next function we are going to treat also today is if arrow. Okay, this is if arrow is like its arrow function, but it's conditional is arrow. So it's a function that if you have an arrow or if you have arrow in the function, then you want it to tell you something else. That's what you want. You want it to tell you something else if it is arrow. If it is not arrow, then you just want it to ignore it, or maybe you don't want it to show anything. But once it is true, is arrow, you want it to show you something. That's the conditional, this if arrow, that's what it means. For example, now, if let me delete this, you see, okay, this plus this is supposed to give us the same arrow that we have there. Okay, sorry. Just want to get that arrow. So let's do this if arrow. Let me say equals to this multiply by, okay, I didn't put multiply. Okay, let me say divide by this. So it gives us arrow. So now this arrow that we just did this, I think I don't need this. Let us get rid of all this, please. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. So let me say equals to this divided by this. So it will give us arrow because we say this money divided by this male. So definitely we are going to get arrow. So that one is okay. So if arrow is a function that when we have arrow within a particular formula or a particular cell that it brings arrow to us, we want it to return a particular specific value, maybe a message or telling the person who did that to know that he made a mistake in writing the formula or there is something, there is an issue in the formula. So I'm going to say if arrow, then I click on this formula. That is, if this formula is arrow, comma, what I want to return is, I want to return, please check the values. Then I close it and press enter. So automatically, whenever I have arrow in the formula, because this is supposed to be number, then I put, for example, 3, it will not show anything, it will show the money. You see, it just shows the 53,000. So let me put the same here. You see, it shows 53,000. So that's okay. There is no arrow. But if there is arrow, it will not show that, it will show us arrow. And let me tell you one thing about this function. You don't need to come here and write the function. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You can write the function inside the formula. So for example, let me show you one thing where you can work with this function. Let me come here. Let me say half salary. I just want to create something for you. So here inside this half salary, I'm going to say equals to this divided by 2. I just want to do that. Okay, look at it. I'll come here and put nil. You see it give us arrow. I'll come here and put nil. It give us arrow. I'll come here and put nil. It give us arrow. Like this, it will give us arrow. Like this, as you can see, it give us arrow. So now inside this formula, I just created the formula like this. So I can put my if arrow inside this formula. So anything that I did, once I got arrow, this formula will communicate to me and tell me I have arrow inside that particular, it will tell me a message in the formula. So for example, the expected error that I can get, maybe it has to do with the value. Please check the figure. That's what I want the person to know, if there is error in the formula. Because as you can see, when I put nil, it shows me error. So now I want to put this G2 divided by 2. I want to put it inside my if arrow. So what I'm going to say if arrow, you see, that means if this particular result is arrow, what I want to see, please check the salary value. Then close bracket and press enter. You see, It's not arrow now, it's false. That's why it will not return this particular result for us. It's not return the result. Why? Because there is no arrow, because the formula only works when there is arrow. So now if I double click, anywhere that I have arrow in the salary, it will definitely tell us that please check the salary value. You see, now you are inserting the salary of people, and also the calculation is communicating to you, is communicating with you, telling you that, okay, look, you made mistake in the salary value, so you need to recheck the salary value. Did I put it okay? Or maybe I just put 20,000, then I put P. Automatically it will show this to me. Or maybe I put 20K. You see people putting 20K. You see, it's telling you, please check the salary value. That means I will come back and check the salary value and see whether I put the exact amount of number or not. Then I will check it and I will correct it. So this is what this if arrow works did for you. And you can use if arrow in all the formula that we have discussed and functions. You can use if arrow in them. So if arrow is something that you can put it at the beginning of every formula. Just you need to put it, put it from the beginning of the formula and end it at the end of the formula to put the value if arrow. That is, if the arrow is true, you put the value there. So this is what if arrow did. And if arrow is very, very good formula. And I love it to work with if arrow most of the time, because sometimes I don't even put the result of the if arrow. I don't put the result. Sometimes if there is arrow, what I want it to do is to ignore it. So I'll just put double quote and leave it as empty. So I'll just put it and leave it as empty. So if there is, okay, let me show you that. I'll just delete all this and press enter. So if there is arrow, anywhere you see blank, it means there is arrow. So I didn't even communicate with the people. So you'll see the template clean. But wherever you see is blank, so it's definitely going to show arrow, because there are some templates that you will be using. You will see no value, no value, no value, or reference or value not available, this and that. If you want to clean your template, please just apply if arrow and just make it, empty spaces within the cells, so that you will not waste time and people will not see the template scattered or something like that. So that's what if arrow is. And if arrow is very, very powerful. You can use it. That's why I say you can use it in all the functions. The one we did and the one we are going about to, discuss. You can use this if arrow in them. It's very good functions. Okay, the next function we are going to discuss, I think, let's talk about this function today. So I will put this today, now, and dated if. Okay, I'll discuss about them all. So for this today function, I'll show you what this today function is, and I will show you where you can use this today function, or how you can concat it in a formula, because it's a very good and also powerful function that you can use also. So this today function is a function that you use the function to get the exact date and time that is on your computer. Let me say this to you, on your computer. Okay. Normally you set your computer. I set my computer, maybe is this date today. Today's date is 5th January. If I say equals to today, open and close without putting any parameter inside the parentheses, just press enter. It will give you the exact today on your computer. So it's today's date. That's why we are saying 5th January 2025. And normally on Excel, you start with month, not date. You start with month followed by day, date, day, then you put the year. So that's how it's going to show you. So this is what this today function did. You only put equals to today, open and close parentheses without putting anything in it, and press enter. This is what it will do for you. That's number one. So the next one is now. So for the now, it's like timestamp. Some of you date stamp. Okay, date stamp, not timestamp. It's like date stamp or timestamp. Some people call it that. You see, it's a type of another data type that comes with them time, date and time. That's how it comes. That's why all your data, if you look at the Excel data or maybe Google Form data, it comes with timestamp data type. It comes with that. We have it in Excel. You see, this is it. This is the time. Look at it. I think this not long date, this time, it comes with that. It comes with that, I think. So when you put this now, it will come with the date and the time. So if you say equals to now, open and close parentheses and press enter. Sorry, it's because it is on, let me turn it to general. Okay, let's come here because automatically I have to change it to that. So let me put here because I wanted to pick the exact this. Okay, you see, look at it now. So it gives us the exact date and the exact time. All these functions that you are seeing, let me explain two things to you. They are the function that you can use them to create a very, very powerful, what do we call it? Powerful template with them. I can recall around 2020 or 20, is it during Corona? I can recall. There is one template I developed. I use this is now to track the time and date of the entry of the data, and I hide it. So the people that are working with the template, they don't know whether I'm tracking what they are doing. They don't know that I'm the one to look at it after they are done. So I can tell when you enter the data and when. Maybe you are late, maybe you are not this. I just give you the template. You don't even know what's going on. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. You were asked to enter the data at so time before so period. If you mess it up, it will show me that. So I can use this now and today function to track the data of people. I can do that. So that's what these functions are doing. That how that what can trigger this function. I think I don't know if I'm going to talk about there is this function. I don't know. Okay, it's okay. So this is what this function did. So today we'll give you the date, and also now we'll give you date and the time. So you see, we have two of them. Okay. So now the next one we are going to talk about is dated if. Dated if, I used to say this to people, I have no idea. I don't know why Excel removed dated if from the functions within Excel. So if you put dated if now equals to dated if, you cannot see it in Excel version, I think from 2010 upwards, you cannot see this dated if. But 2007 has it, 3, I think has it, but I think is it 10 or 13 from that version, Excel just get rid of dated if. So there is no dated if, and I don't know what function will give you what dated if can give you, but they just get rid of dated if. So that one is just one of the secret powerful formula in Excel, which I have no idea why Excel remove it. But you need to understand it. You need to memorize it. Even me, I think if I'm not used to the function, I didn't memorize it, there is no way I can teach it or I can write it or I can drive it. So it's going to be something that you can even forget. So dative is no longer there. So you need to just understand how it works and what you can do with it. So it's a function that you use to extract the number of months, number of days, and number of years from two dates or from single date. That's what you can do. For example, you can give me your date of birth. I can write dated if to know your years. How old are you? I can write it to know how month you lived on earth, and I can know how many days you lived. So it's a function that you extract the age of people from their what? From their date of birth. So once they put their date of birth, you get their age. So that's why a lot of people, some of my students, I know they are just developing age calculator with that. All you need is to put your date, or you put something, they will calculate the period of time for you, for the month, for the date, for the year, and that's what this data can do for you. So, but let me take you through and show you what it can do for you. So let's say someone was born um May 25th, 20, okay, let's say 1998. So let's just put 98. 1998. So that's the age. So we want to know maybe the dates. Let's call this date of birth. Let's say DOB. So we want to know the year. We want to know the month. And we want to know the days that the person lived. So I will say month and I will say yes. So if I want to know the year of this particular person, what I'm going to put, I'm going to say equals to dated if open bracket, sorry, dated if. I will open my bracket. So inside the bracket, the first thing I'm going to write is to click on the date. That's to take the first date, the starting date. Don't worry, I'll come back and okay, before this, I'm sorry. I want to show you this because dated if is used between 2 or more days. But let me show you for this between these 2 or more days before I show you that. Let me say January 20, 2024. Let's say January 5th, 2025. So these are the 2 days that we have. I want to know how many months is between, or days that is between this. So let's apply this function before we go back, and I'll show you something about that. Or maybe, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something without confusing you, but that's okay. Let me bring this date here. I'll just call it today's date. So what I'm going to do, sorry, this is the date of birth of the person that we just put, and this is the today's date. So we want to compare this date and date to know the exact year of the person. So today's date is 5th January 2025, and the person was born May 25 1998. So we want to know the age of the person. So what we are going to say, we are going to say equals to dated if open bracket, then you need to take the, the old date. That is the old date. That's what you need to take. So you click on the old date, comma. The second date you are going to take is that is the new date. So you click on the new date. So you see, I have this and I have this. Then you put comma. The next thing that it will ask you is, what do you want to get? Is it year or month or days? If you want to get a year, you need to put it inside double quote and put Y. Then you close the Y. You put Y inside capital Y, you close it and you close your bracket. Then it will give you the exact number of years that is in between these 2 days that you are comparing. When you press enter, it will give you 26. The person has 26 years as at today. So that's what it means. So for the month is exactly the same. The only difference is there at the end of it where you need to put Y, where you put Y, then you put month. Here you put M. So you need to click on this old date, comma, new date, comma, then you put double quote and put M, then you close bracket and you press enter. It will give you 319 months. So for the days, you need to put dated if open bracket, you select the old date, you put comma, you select the new date, you put comma, then you put D. That stands for days. Then you close your double quote. Then you close bracket and you press enter. It will give you 9,722 days. So you see, if I come here and I put any date of birth that I want, 2nd August 1992, it give me this. It just give me the age and whatever. 5th 1989, it give me this. So whatever you try to do, this calculator that you use will definitely give you the date, and it will definitely give you that. So this is what brings us to this today that I told you I'm going to use the today to show you something inside this dated if. You see, when I use this date as the new date, it's tentative, it's going to be rigid. It will not change. It will remain the same. Even if the next tomorrow, after 2 months, after 3 months, the function will remain the same, and it will remain 5th January 2025. That's why you don't use this static date when you are applying this dated if. You use today. Why? Because anytime you open your laptop, today function will update itself. It will give you the today's date. Anytime you open your laptop. So if I use today, it give me 5th January 2025. Tomorrow, if I use today, it will give me 6th January 2025. So automatically today is updating itself based on based on what you have on your calendar on your laptop, based on what you set on your laptop. Okay. So in this function, let me delete all this so that we see how we can use that. So let's say this date of birth of people is many. Let's say we have many date of birth of people. We want to get the age and whatever, and we want it to be running. Or maybe we are doing a project. You see, some of you that are into project management, you want to track the project activities, project implementation, you want to do your planning and whatever. Use this function to track it. So it will be counting the days, whether you are left behind, whether you have overdue, whether you achieved, or maybe you want it to alert you when you have some remaining days. You want it to tell you that please you need to rush in and meet up with the time. You can write all such function in Excel, and we all treated that, I believe. So all you need is to just sit down, just write a derivation of the function, match them together. You can create awesome template with what you are learning. So this is what this today is all about. So you are tracking the activity, or maybe you are tracking the date of birth based on everything and whatever. What you are going to do is You say equals to dated if, open bracket, let's click the tentative date with the date of birth. Date of birth will never change unless those that are, I don't want to call names, but, those that are very, very much in need of birthday gift, because you can have one person with 5 date of birth. So those people, their date of birth is kind of fluctuating, like, So, but date of birth normally for serious minded people, I believe date of birth is one, so it will never change. So when you click on the date of birth, you put comma. So it will ask you for the new date. So for the new date, we are going to use today function inside it. Open and close bracket. So we are using today. So it's going to give us today. Every time we open the template, it will give us today. Because now we tell it that we are using today in this function. Then we say yeah. So what we want is here, close bracket, it will give us exact 35 years. Why? Because this today function on its own is giving us this 5th January 2025. If assuming we are coming back tomorrow to do this class again, you see, this will change because it's going to be 6-1, especially for the days. Days will definitely increase. So let's apply it for this. Open bracket, you click on this, you put comma, you say today, open and close, you put comma, then you put M, you close your bracket and you press enter. That's 428 month. So for the days, you are going to say equals to dated if, open bracket, you click on the date that you want to compare with, then you use today. Today, open and close, you put comma, then you put day, then you close bracket, you press enter. So especially for this today, if it is tomorrow, it's going to give us what? It's going to give us 13,030 if it is tomorrow. Once it reaches tomorrow, it will give us that. Okay, so this is what this today is and what now is and what dated if is. So believe me, dated if is a very, very powerful function that I believe some of you can use the function to create a lot of template, to track a lot of activities, to do a lot of things with these functions, and it's good. Okay, so let's continue with this dated. After dated if, let's continue. So what are we going to take again? So let's use this function. Let's talk about these functions that has to do with all this. So let's talk about network. Okay, this is the name of the function. Let's talk about this network days, week norm, and I think e-month, then e-date. Okay, I think these are the function. Let me treat this so that I'm done with all this function, and then we continue from there. So let's talk about this functions. What can we or what did function or these functions can do for you? So for the network days, it's a function that returns it just count the number of working days between two or more days. For example, I have 2 days, maybe starting date and end date. So I want to know how many working days do we have between such days. It will just count it for you. It will remove all the weekends, it will remove all the holidays, it will remove everything. It will just give you the working days. That's what this function did for you. This function is very powerful and you don't need calendar to know what you want to. Just use the function to just tell you whatever you want to do. So let me show you how you can use this function. For example, let's say we want to say between 5th, yeah, let's say 5th, January 5th, 2025 and okay, let me put it here because that one is taking that. So let me say January 5th, 2025 to February 5th, 2025. So this is the starting date and end date, for example. So let me call it starting date. Let me call this end date. So the starting date of the project and end date of the project, let me call it this. So I want to know how many working days do I have between these 2 days that I'm going to maybe implement the project. So I'm going to say working days. So that's what bring you to use that network days. So you need to say network days. So you see, with this start date and end date, you just need to put. So you say start date is this, then you put comma. Your end date is this, you put comma. It will ask you for the for the holidays. If you want to specify the holidays, you specify, but you don't need to specify that because automatically it will pick the holidays for you. As we already know, the holidays is Saturday and Sunday. Then you press enter, it gives you 23 days. So if you count your calendar, remove all the holidays between today and 5th February, you will have 23 days. That's what you are going to get. You will have exactly 23 days. That's the working days that we have between these 2 days. So this is what this function will do for you. You don't need to waste your time to do the calculation. Okay. So again, the next thing we are going to talk about is the weekday. Okay, I didn't put the weekday. Let me see. I didn't put the weekday. I just put week norm. So let me just put it here because it is part of what I think we finished. Just come to my mind. We need to talk about the weekdays. Okay, so for the weekday is just return the weekend that correspond the dates in the cell. It just return the weekends that correspond the date that you have within the cell. That it just return that the weekends for you. That's what it will return to you. So if I say, for example, weekday, then I click on this, I press enter, it just return only one for us. That means the weekend that correspond this particular days is only one. So that's what it means. That's what this function will return to you. So if, for example, I say weekday and click on this, press enter, it gives us 4. It means we have 4 weekends. Based on this, between now to this, it gives us 4. That's what it means. We have 4 weekend from now to 5th February 2025. But for this one, we only have 1 weekend because it's only today. So it means only 1 weekend. This is today. That's the weekend we have correspond. But tomorrow will not have any weekend. So that's why it shows us 1. But for this one, we have 4 weekends from now to 5th February 2025. That's what it means this weekday. That's what it means. Okay, so for the week norm, it just tell you the number. We have number of the weeks within the year. We have like 54, 52 weeks, week 16, week 2, week 3, week 4. That's what we have. Some of you that are working with some of the calendar, they want you to be calculating things by week. Maybe you are reporting, you need to be reporting by week. So you are reporting week 2, week 1, week 4, week 6, up till the final week of the year. So if you use this week norm, it will tell you the exact number of the week that particular date falls within. So I want to know what week is this one. That is this 5th January 2025. So I'm going to say week norm. I want to know the week norm of it. I'll just click on it. Close bracket, press enter. Is week 2. So we are in week 2 of January of the year. That's what it means. So let me know this 5th February. What week is it going to fall in? So let me click on it and close bracket, press enter. You see it's week 6. It will fall on week 6. So any date that I use, let me turn this to 12 December, let's say 20 December 2025. You see, it's week 51 of the year. So that's how it's going to be. So any date that you give it, it will look at the date and give you the corresponded number of the week that the date falls within in the year. So that's what this week norm did for you. And please, you need to learn this. Even this week norm is very powerful function that you can use most of the time when it comes to, believe me, when it comes to reporting and other things. It's something that helps a lot. So let's talk about EO, end of the month. So that's the name of the function. It's just end of the month. So you need to know the end of the particular month. It will tell you the end of the month whenever you use the EO month. So you say EO month. You just click on the date, comma, Then you put the month. When you put specify the month, now if I specify maybe I want 5 months, I want to know the end of the fifth month after this particular date that I selected. Let me say it again. Okay, let me delete this function and explain it to you first. This end of the month, what it did for you, I have a date. Maybe I'm starting a project today, and the project will go through 6 months period. So I want to know the last date of the month that I'm going to end it. That's what it means. That's what this end of the month will give you. So if I put, for example, 6 and I close it and press enter, let me turn this to dates. You see, it gives me, look at what it gives me. I turn it to date. Look at what it gives me. It gives me 31st July 2025 because that's the exact 6 month, end of the 6 month from today. Please, you should understand this and this EO end of the month. That's what this function did for you. So if, for example, I put, for example, let's say I put 4, you see, May 31st. If I put even January, let's say how many January, you see, okay, I put March. So let me put 2. Okay, 2 months. Let me put only 1 month. So it give me 28th February 2025 is the end of the month from the date that I started the project or whatever I want to start. That's what this end month will give you uh, whenever you use it. Okay, so the one that the last date that we are going to use, all these are functions related to dates. So whenever you are developing things related to dates, you'll just keep using all these functions and they will come in handy to a lot of people that are organizing things, that are managing things, project management, project implementations, people that are using dates, most of the dates in reporting and whatever. This function will help you a lot. So let's talk about eDate. eDate, it just return the end, the last day of the month. The last day of the month, that's what it will return to you. Last day of the month is what it will return to you. So the difference between this and end of the month, you see, is just in the end of the month, you specify the number of the month. But in this, you just have your date. You want to know the final last day of that particular month. That's what it will just give to you. So like I said in project management, when you start a particular project, maybe you want to finish it at the end of the month, you just need to use this e date. The e date will just give you the end of the month date in the cell that you want to use that. So for example, let's say, let me delete this. We want to use this end of the month, end date. So all I need to do is just put e date, then click on this, comma. I want to know the end of the date. So it's just, let me just put 1 month, click here, and it will return fifth this for you. It will calculate the number of the month for you, and exactly what this idiot will do for you, it will calculate exactly 30 days for you and give you the exact 1 month. That's what it's calculated. So please take note on this idiot. That's what this idiot calculated. It will just calculate the exact 30 days and return it for you. So if I need, for example, like 2 months, it will give me the exact 2 months from today to that 2 months. That's the end of the 2 months. So this is what this means. Please understand this date. It has different from that end of the month that we discussed. So I want to finish it like I told you, end of a particular month. So it will give me the date that falls within that end of the month for me. So that's what this date did for you. Whenever you want to get it, please go ahead and use the function. So that's what this date did. So I think we are done with this date. I think enough with this because we have other functions to treat. Uh, like I told you, it's not only it's one. There are lots of them, but I'm just seeing the one that are okay for us to treat and just continue. Okay, so now let's move. What we are going to discuss about now, we are going to talk about VLOOKUP. Okay, we're going to talk about VLOOKUP. That is vertical lookup function. That's one of this is one of the most not prominent, I can say essential function in Excel. It's one of the powerful one. A lot of people ask you VLOOKUP, whether you know VLOOKUP or not. So let's start working with all these VLOOKUP and see what we can do here. So let me write VLOOKUP here. Let me write VLOOKUP here and talk about VLOOKUP before we come to talk about HLOOKUP and come back to talk about XLOOKUP and come back to talk about lookup. All this, we are going to talk about this lookup functions tonight. Okay. So VLOOKUP, what are we going to do with it? Let me just say what are we going to do so that we can do something very, very, very awesome with this VLOOKUP. Okay. So I'm sorry. I have to delete some of the cells because I want to do something. I'm getting rid of this. This person is male. Sorry. Male. Male. Okay. Salary. Yeah, I'm turning this salary to 20,000. Okay. This one, let me put that so that we'll have something like, okay, it's okay. Let's just have that nil. It's okay. Okay, this is how our data is. Okay, let me just get rid of all this. All this, I don't need them because we want to start working with this complex formula. Okay, so this is it. Okay, fine. So now this VLOOKUP is a function that you use to look for a particular value or a specific value vertically within the range of the data. That's what this lookup did to you. I have a value. Let me say this to you. I gave you ID. All of you now, let's say I gave you ID. As you can see, all your names are here. Let's say this is your ID. I just gave you this is your ID. Serial number is your ID. So you tell me your ID. Let's say you tell me your ID is 245. That's your ID. I want to know your full name. Let me call it here full name. I don't know your full name. And also, I don't know your gender. Oh, I want to know your gender. I want to know your full name. And also, I want to know your qualification. So now, I only have your ID. This is only what I have. I have your ID. How am I going to get that? Is by using VLOOKUP function for me to get that. That's what we are going to use now. Okay, as you can see, like I said, we are looking it up vertically, and that one will keep going vertically. That one is going to give us this like this. We are going vertically. That's the VLOOKUP. So now the first thing we are going to do is to write the VLOOKUP formula. To tell us, please, what is the full name of this person with this particular ID? And then you'll get the answer. You'll get the name of the person, exact name of the person. And when we go through the data to look for the person, we'll see exact name of that particular person is here for us. So let's see how you can write the VLOOKUP. So we're going to say equals to VLOOKUP, open bracket. The first thing you need to pass, the first parameter in the function is what? Is this, is the value you are looking for. So we're looking for the person with the ID 245, comma. What is the table array? That is where the entire data is that we are looking for the data or information about this ID. I'm highlighting everything. You can highlight everything that you want. Highlight it. Just highlight all the data. You see, I highlighted from 1 to 398. All of them entirely. I highlighted everything. Okay. I'm done with the highlighting. Then I'll put comma. Then it will ask me for the column index number. Now, you see, this A, B, C, D, E, as you are seeing, all these columns as you are seeing, turn them to 1, 2, 3. They are automatically turned into 1, 2, 3. This serial number is 1. Full name is 2. Gender is 3. ID is 4. Salary is 5. State is 6. LGA is 7. Highest qualification is 8. And then how do you recognize or categorize your computer literacy is 9. So that's the number that we have. So it's asking you, what information are you looking for? What info, under which column are you looking information related to this ID or this value that we are looking for? What column? Number. So we're looking for full name. Full name falls under what column? It falls under column 2. 1, 2. This is where full name is. So we're looking for full name. So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say 2. So I'm going to write 2. So when you write 2, then you put comma, it will ask you do you need approximate match or you need exact match? No, I will tell them no. I need the exact match of this particular value. Then I will put false. False stand for the exact match. Then you write false. Then you close your bracket. You press enter. It returns the name of the person, which is what? Umar Muhammad Danjuma. So if we scroll to 245, yeah, that's the number. Let's scroll to 245. Here it is. You see, we have Umar Muhammad Danjuma because we use the VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP just go across all the data. It looks for it and it returns the particular name for us. We want to know the gender of the person, we apply the same VLOOKUP. We want to know the qualification of the person, we apply the same VLOOKUP. So to do that, I'm going to say equals to VLOOKUP again. What is the value is the ID, comma. What are we looking for? The table array. Then we highlight everything. Then you put comma. The column is column 2. 3, where gender is, I'll put 3. I need exact match. I'll write false, close bracket, press enter. It gave us male because it's the gender of the person. As for qualification, I'm going to say equals to VLOOKUP, open bracket. This is the lookup value, comma. The lookup array is the entire data. You highlight everything, comma. Column index, I need to count it. I don't know exactly where qualification is. I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'll write 8, comma. Then I'll say exact. Then I'll close bracket, press enter. The person has SSCE. So now if I come here, I change the figure. Automatically, if I change the figure, I'm going to see everything change automatically. So let's say I want to see for the person that has 8. Let's just put 8. If I put 8 and press enter, everything will change for us. You see the name change and everything is changed. If I put, for example, number 12, everything changed. We have Mubarak. You see whatever we put. If I put 15, everything will change. If I like, I can create a drop down here. I will just be selecting this. I will be seeing this, and I will be seeing the data of people, the information of them, and that's how it works. So this is VLOOKUP, and I believe, yeah, you can work with VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is very, very okay. There are lots of works I did with VLOOKUP. You see, it's a very, very powerful function. And when you know VLOOKUP, you don't need to waste your time going across payroll to see, because there is one work I did. As a ministry, they paid some people, and after they made the payment, uh, their account numbers, they have the account numbers, but out of the pool of the people that they didn't pay, they they can't extract the one they paid with the one they did not pay. So, but they have the list of the ones they paid, but they can't extract them from the pool. They need to even start hiring people and start doing it one after the other. Okay, look at it, check. Okay, let's remove this one. Look at, you see, I just got the work. I'm telling you, even though I can't tell them I finished the work within 1 minute, I can't tell them that, because if you tell them that, they will not pay you handsomely, you know that. So, but you need to at least tell them that the work is just something you can do. But within 1 minute, I just write the function. I got everything. I just got everything extracted. I differentiate them within 1 minute. And there are many people, about up to 15,000 account numbers. You see, if people are going to do it manually, I'm telling you, it's going to take them days or weeks doing that. But you see, within a short period of time, you can just write your if formula, VLOOKUP formula, just, it will extract everything for you and tell you this was paid, this was not paid, this was paid, this was not paid, and that's all you are done with the work. Just submit it. And that's why I told you, learning all this, having them in you is just to simplify your work, to make things very easier, to bring development, and to get rid of waste of time in doing a lot of things. So that's why you need to understand all this and know how to work with them. So that's VLOOKUP. So let's go and talk about HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP. So for the HLOOKUP is just a horizontal lookup. It's a horizontal lookup. So you know, unlike what can I say? Unlike VLOOKUP, we used what did I say? We use VLOOKUP to do that, to do it vertically. HLOOKUP goes horizontally. We are getting the result horizontally. That is like this. horizontally, not vertically the way it is like this. So how this works is, let me show you something. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say we have full name, we have gender, we have qualification, and for the full name, okay, I'm trying to see what I can create for you. For the full name or for the ID. Okay, so let me just copy some of the names. Sorry. Let me just copy some of the name and just create them like this. So for the gender, let me do the same. I'm just transpose. Don't worry, I will show you that transpose later. I'm just trying to show you something for the H lookup. That is the data that comes vertically, horizontally. You need to look for something horizontally. So the data will come vertically, then you need to look for them horizontally. So that's what it means. So that's what I just want to say. So now, let's say we have ID 15. So we have ID 15. So we need to apply H lookup for that. So you need to say equals to H lookup, unlike V lookup. We are looking for this ID. Yeah, so we need to have ID at the top. Sorry, I need to call ID here. So let me put like how many IDs am I going to put? So let me put uh 13, 14, 15. Don't worry, I'm just showing you this because there are some data that comes like this. So you need to apply that H lookup for them. So let's just do it like that. So I'm going to say equals to H lookup. I'm looking for this value, comma, table array. This is the table array. I'm highlighting everything. Oh, I can highlight from here just like this. You can do that. You can highlight from here, or you can highlight from here, anyone that you want, comma. So it will ask you for the row index number. Now it's asking you, what are you looking for? So let's say for this person, we are looking for the gender of ID 15. Okay, let's say full name of ID 15. So look at where the row of full name is. Unlike before we go vertically, if you can recall during VLOOKUP, we go vertically, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we did it. Now we are going to do it horizontally, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the only difference between VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So you understand, you need to understand this. So now row 2 is where this full name is on row 2. We have ID, then we have row 2. So I'm going to put 2 as the row number, put 2, comma. What are you looking for? You are looking for exact, then I'll put false. Close your bracket and press enter. You see it returns the exact name for you, which is number 15 in the data. So that's what HLOOKUP did. So that's the only difference between it and the VLOOKUP. So understand this. Some data will come like this. This is where the variables are. The data will go like this. So when you started looking for the value, if the values are like this, because this row is for ID 13. This is for ID 14. So when we are looking for it, we are looking for it horizontally, not vertically. That's why we use what? We use H lookup to do that. So this is what this H lookup did for you, and that's what it will get for you. So let me try just show some messages. Someone, what does appropriate match do in VLOOKUP? Yeah, what this approximate did for you in VLOOKUP is when you don't have the ID, if it is a number, you don't have the value you are looking for, it will approximate. It will approximate the closest value to that you are looking for. It will give it to you. So some of the time, if you are using text or something like that, you just keep doing some things for you. But yeah, in some financial analysis, I'm not advising you to do it at all. Please don't even put that approximate. Don't put it. So definitely return error to you. But there are certain calculations, and when you are doing that complex work, you don't. Yeah, you can go ahead and use the approximate. But I'm not advising that, please. So I'm just telling you the purpose of this question. Okay, so now um that's for the VLOOKUP. Look at someone is asking a question. What we lock cells on VLOOKUP or X? Me, I didn't talk about XLOOKUP. You're asking me XLOOKUP. And if you want to, I didn't get your question. If you want to lock, yeah, you can go ahead and lock. When you have a lot of IDs, maybe you have range of the IDs and you want to use them. Yeah, that one you can go ahead and lock the reference of the ID like this. You just lock the reference. Maybe you want to lock all this. That one is something that you can do, but I don't want to talk about that so that I will not confuse a lot of people. Okay, the next thing we do, we look at, let's look up XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP is just the I can say amalgamation of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So that's what XLOOKUP did for you. So it's just you can search horizontally, you can search vertically. You can go ahead and do that. That what the HLOOKUP can do for you. But it is very, very confusing if you do not understand this XLOOKUP. It's very confusing. But let me just show you what XLOOKUP can do for you. So all you need to say is you say XLOOKUP. You need to ask for the lookup value. Yeah, just touch the lookup value. This is the lookup value. Then you put comma. Then where is the lookup array? You need to look at the lookup array. That is what you are looking for. So for the lookup array, you select the data, comma, it will ask you for the return array. So what are we looking for? Let's say we are looking for this. So I'm just doing it like this, comma, then you close your bracket. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I was called. I have to return the call. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I put this lookup array. We got a row to that. So you need to say equals to X lookup. Okay. So, yeah. So we are looking for, okay, we are looking for the value. Where is the value? Then let me click on this. This is the value. Comma. What are we looking for? The lookup array. Let's say we are looking for this. This is where we are looking for. That's the where the lookup array is. So that what we are going to highlight. So the return array that we are looking for, then we are looking for this. Then we close our bracket. Yeah, let me see. I think, okay, I think I'm done with this. But wait, but wait. Yeah, that's all what I'm looking for. Yeah, I want to see. Yeah. This is it. This is what it will bring to us, the information related to the person. So that's what this lookup array will do for you. So it returns everything related to this particular ID that we use. So we use it. What I did, or what it did for us now, like I told you, it's supposed to, if it is VLOOKUP, it will not work. I use XLOOKUP and did it here. So let's come and use it on this vertical data, this horizontal lookup. We did it, it gave us this. So let's do it here also and see. So I'm going to say equals to X lookup. So it's going to return the entire data related to this ID for us. So let me do it. But now it's going to, this one is horizontal. Now it's going to be vertical. So let me click on this. The lookup array, that is where all the values are. So it's here. So I'm just going to click here, or you click here and just right click here, comma, the return array. So I'm just highlighting everything. So let me highlight all the data here so that I want it to return everything related to the ID. So I'll just highlight it, close your bracket and press enter. You see it returns everything, all the rows related to that particular ID that I'm looking for. It returns it for us under here. So you see, X lookup, that was X lookup. When X lookup came, X lookup get rid of H lookup and V lookup. So people started using X lookup instead of V lookup and H lookup. But let me tell you this: there is a reason why all this you can use them. Sometimes I don't need all the information related to the person. I don't need all the information. Maybe it's like this. I only need maybe full name, gender, and qualification. So I don't need it to you know, bring out all the information related to the person for me. I don't need that. So there are specific information that I need. That's why I can use HLOOKUP or VLOOKUP to get specific columns that I want to get information from. But if you want it across all the data related to that person, you want to extract all the information to that particular related to that particular ID, then you go ahead and use XLOOKUP, and XLOOKUP uh, will return that for you. So that's what XLOOKUP did. And I think we are done with this XLOOKUP. So let's talk about lookup. Let's talk about lookup. Okay, let's talk about lookup. So for the lookup, it's just a function that you use to look up for a particular function. That's all what it did for you. Maybe I have the ID. I want to know the salary of the ID. I have the ID. I want to know the something related to that ID. Normally that lookup is between two cells that you have. You want to return something related to that. That's what the lookup did for you. That's what it did for you. Please, I'm sorry. Let me take this again. Okay, please, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay, so like I said, the lookup will just help you to get, between two columns. It will help you to get the exact data that correspond with the value or with the ID or value that you are looking for, the information related to it. So that was this lookup did for you. So it's just like simpler one than other H lookup and V lookup is just like that. But this one is just has to do this and this for you. That's what it will do for you. So let's say, for example, for this lookup, um, I don't even know how I can. Okay, let me just take salary. So I'm taking this salary and the ID. So I just want to know salary and ID. So that's all what I'm going to do. So let me say I'm looking for this 15 also. So what I'm going to say equals to look up. That's the name of the function. Just click on the value you are looking for. It will ask you for the ID. So this is just what I'm going to take. So I'm just going to take the salary. So I can stop where, in as much as I take that 15, I'll just stop there. Or I can just highlight them like this. You need to highlight the ID. Just highlight them. It's supposed to be two. I don't want to take all. It's supposed to be only two of them. So that's why I need to get rid of all of this. Sorry, I'll bring them back when I'm done with this function. I'll bring them back. So let me just show you that. Equals to look up. Then I'll click on this value, comma. This is this is it. Then I'll highlight them all here. Then I'll close bracket, I'll press enter. You see it gives us this money. So this amount of money is the money for this. That is 180527. Let me check for it. You see 180527. If I change it to number 10, it will give us 61294. You see, number 10 is 61294. If I give it number 5, it will definitely give us 68016. You see, so that's how this lookup works. So it will return the value for you normally that correspond the ID you are looking for, that what lookup did. So we can use it. Some people are using this lookup to do for um that grade formula. You know, if nested formula, you can use it for grade, and some people use this lookup for the that grade formula. I There is one person that I know it, that how he use it. Okay, so that's for the lookup. I think let's continue, please. So the next thing we are going to discuss about is if and a. Okay, so let me bring back what I deleted. Sorry. Okay, let me bring it back. So let's start with this if and a. That means if not available. Whenever you see NA in Excel, it means not available. The value is not available, or what you are looking for is not available. So let me show you when you can see this is not available. When you are looking for, when you are using VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and the value you are looking for is not available within the data, it's going to show you NA. For example, now let me put 400 here. You see, it shows us NA. So that would bring us to that if NA. So I want this if NA, whenever we have this if NA, I want it to show us something. Maybe I want us to tell us that the value is not available within the array. So I need to come here and put the if NA before my VLOOKUP formula. If NA open bracket, then I'll come at the end of the function and say the value is not available. Close my bracket, close the quotation, close bracket, press enter. You see, automatically it shows us the value is not available. I come here and did the same. So when I come here and whenever I put the value that is not available, it tells us that. But if I put the value that is available, it will not show us NA. It will show us the exact result that we are looking for. So that's what this NA is all about. So you use it in index match, VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. That's when you use it. Any function that you use to find something, if it's not available, it show you that. If it is available, then it will give you the result. So that what if NA did for you. It's a conditional formula, like if. Okay, so now we are going to talk about index match, index match. And these are the two functions I think we are going to talk about now. Three, not two, three of them. So let's talk about them, and we're going to see what all this did for you. Okay. So for the index, normally index match and index and match, they are the function that you can use. They're the function that you can use to get or to extract data of a particular ID, like we did in VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. There are some people are using index match, some people are using VLOOKUP, but they have some similarities and they have some differences, but it's very slight. So let's start working with all the function for the match, for the index, and see what it can do for us. For the index, it returns the number of the row that a particular ID falls within the data. That's what it did for you. For the match, it returned the exact data of that particular ID or row number that you got. It will return it for you. That's what match did for you. I will explain all this. You are going to see it. For example, now, this Adama Umar, for example, the name Adama Umar. Let's say I don't know the ID of this person. I want to know the row that this person falls under. What row is this person? I will use that formula to get the number of the row. So I'll show you that. Then we'll use the index, we'll use the match, then we match them together, and you'll see how they will bring a result for you when you use them together. So let me say index, open bracket. The first thing that you are going to do, it will ask you, okay, sorry, okay, I say match. Okay, I just twist the explanation. For the match is what return the name, the the number that we are looking for. Sorry, is what return the number that we are looking for. For the index, it will return the value that correspond to the number. So when I'm explaining the two, I'm supposed to start with the match, then I explain the index, then we come and explain the index match. So I'm sorry for that. So the explanation here has to be the match. So let's talk about the match. The lookup value that we are looking for is Adama. Like I said, we need to know the row that this name falls under. So we are looking for this, comma. Then the lookup array, this is the lookup array. So you can just highlight this, comma, match. We need exact match. So here we can have greater than, less than, exact match. We need exact match. Then I will put 0. That's for the exact match. We press enter. So you see, it gives us row 51. This match shows us that the name Adam Umar is under row 51. So if you scroll down to row 51, this is row 51 here. You see Adam Umar. Even though it's ID 50, but rows in Excel, is not we use row 1 for header, so it started from row 2. So that's how it is. So 51 is the row for this particular name Adam Umar. So that's what it is. Okay, so that's for the match. So let's talk about the what? Let's talk about uh the index. So for the index, I'm going to say index equals to index open bracket. So it will ask me for the array. I'm highlighting the entire array, comma. It will ask me for the row number. That is the row number that I'm looking for the data or the information about the row number. I'm looking for it. What row number is 51? So I already know the 51. This name Adam Umar is 51. So I'm going to say 51, comma. Then what column that I'm looking for? What column? That means what data that I'm looking for under the columns that you can recall VLOOKUP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can recall that in VLOOKUP. So let's say I'm looking for the gender of the person. That is column 3. So I'm going to write 3. So I'll close bracket, press enter. It will give me female. I will explain all this to you. So now, what we have done so far, we use match. We were given Adam or Umar. We were given Adam or Umar. We were asked to return the data related to that Adam or Umar. But we don't know what row number that Adam or Umar is. Number one. Number two, let's say we don't even know what column number that particular information we are looking for is. Like I said, we were asked to get gender. So let me get rid of this, please. I'm sorry. We need to explain all this. You need to understand it. So let's say I have full name, gender, and qualification. I don't know. I was given the name Adam or Umar. Okay, sorry. Okay, this is the exact name. I was given the name Adam or Umar. Okay, let me write it. That's the name that I was given. So I was asked to get the gender. Let me just even say salary. I was asked to get this. Okay, let me say state. I was asked to get the state, qualification of this name Adam or Umar. All this that I'm saying, maybe it's one person. Someone will say, oh, I'll just scroll and just filter it and get the person. I'm teaching you all this. Sometimes you'll have big data. That is, not, let me not even say big data. You'll have a lot of data to do the work. You'll be given maybe 1,000 information and you need to extract it out of like 5,000 information. How are you going to do it? If you do it for one, you cannot do it for more than 100 people. You'll be tired. So that way, when you know how to write this function, all you need is to lock whatever you need to lock and drag it down within 1 second. It will do the work for you. So you are given the name Adam or Umar, you need to find the state and qualification. In this case, it's not VLOOKUP, it's not HLOOKUP, anything we cannot apply it because we don't know the lookup, we don't know the row number of the person, we don't know how to get the information, we don't know that. So for us to do that, what we are going to do is, we are going to, first of all, we need to get the row number of the person, which we got it now here, we get it as is 51, you can recall. And we use match for that, match function to get that. So let's say we don't even know this. the name where this qualification is, all this. Let me put the exact name, because when we need to know the column number, we need to put it the exact the way it is. Let me put it here. So let's say I want to know, okay, let me put it here. I want to know the row number and I want to know the column number using match function. So for the match, for this, I want to say equals to match. The lookup value I'm looking for is this Adam or Umar. The lookup array is this particular, the names. So I'll just highlight the names, comma, I need exact 0, enter, then it gives us 51. Okay, sorry, it's say not available. Sorry, what happened? Okay, I didn't write the name exactly. Maybe there is a space in the name. Yeah, you see, it's because of that space that when I put it, it show me not available. So I just recall that some of you put extra spaces at the end of their names. So that why I didn't get the value. So that why I corrected it. Sorry. Okay, so we got it like this. So we got 51. So also for the column number, I didn't know the name of the column number. Like I already teach you how to get the column number, but sometimes you'll get a data that the columns also are 51 in number. So for you to be looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 to go to the 51 is going to be a big something for you to do. So you need to use match function also. In the way you get the row number of that Adam or Umar, that's how you are going to get the row number of state and the row number of highest qualification. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm showing you how to do that because when we are writing index match, we are going to use all this to get what we want together. Please understand all these steps. I'm just taking it one after the other. So I'm going to say equals to match. Lookup value is states. Make sure the name is exactly the way it is on the variables. So I want to know the index, that is the number of this particular column where the column is. Then I'll put comma. The lookup array is this. I'll highlight only this. Comma. I need exact 0, close bracket, press enter. It gives us 6. The way I teach you, serial number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, state is 6. But now we are not the one that did it. It's what? It's match function that get the 6 number for us. We are not the one to count it. So let's call this a state index. Let's say state CN, that is column number. Let's get qualification CN, that is qualification column number. So I'm going to say equals to match, open bracket, the lookup value is this highest qualification, comma. The lookup array is this, comma. Then I'll put 0, close bracket, 0, close bracket, press enter. It gives us 8. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I come here, I want to know the state of Adam or Umar. I'm going to say index, the array, that means the entire data is my array, comma. It will ask me for the row number. Now I'm looking for the row number. The row number is 51. I already know the row number is 51. Then I'll write 51, comma. I already know the column number is 6. Then I'll write 6. Then I will close it and press enter. It gives us Sokoto State. If I want to do it for highest, I'm going to say index, comma. The array is this, comma. Then I'm going to put the row number, which is 51 already, 51, comma. But the column number is 8, close bracket. Press enter. It gives us BSc. That is the qualification of Adam or Umar. Okay. So this is what brings us to index match. That is to put index and match together to get the information that you are looking for. Now we don't need to do the derivation here and also to come here and start doing it. We don't need to do that. We need to apply it inside our index. That's why it is called index match. Please don't get confused. We are going to do it now. So we were given Adam Umar now. We were given a name, Adam Umar. That's the only thing, that's the only value that was given to us. We don't know the row number, we don't know the column number, we don't need to know that. We need to know the state. What we are going to say, we are going to say equals to index, open bracket. Where is the array? This is the array. Highlight the entire array. So we are done with the array. So the next thing we are going to do is put comma. It's asking us for the row number. We don't know the row number, but we know that the name is Adam or Umar, so we don't know the row number. How are we going to get the row number? Don't worry. We are going to say match. You know how we apply match here to row the no number? That's the same way we are going to do it. The lookup value is Adam or Umar, comma. The lookup array is where the names are, comma. We need exact match, zero. We close bracket. We are done with getting the row number. So look at it now. In the function, we are done with this. We are done with this. Let me highlight it. We are done with match. So the next thing we put comma is asking us for the column number. We don't know the column number, but we know we are looking for the state. So we are doing it exactly the way we know the column number of our state before. So we are going to say match again. We are applying another match again. So we are saying match. Then the lookup value that we are looking for is state, comma. The lookup array is this vertical header that we have, comma. What are we looking for? Exact. We put zero, we close it. That means we close this match bracket. So the next thing that we are going to do is to close this index bracket. Then we close another bracket. We press enter. It definitely gives us Sokoto state. Exactly the way we got Sokoto here and we got Sokoto here exactly. So this is how you apply index match function. Yeah, I know some of you. I know you are confused. Don't even say. Some of you will be confused. I know. Some of you will understand what I'm saying. You can rewatch the video and you can understand all this that I'm doing. But I know it's kind of confusing. Don't worry. You'll understand when you watch it one, twice, thrice. Go ahead. Believe me, if you just focus, you can understand it. Don't worry. Don't push yourself, because if you try to learn everything in 2 days like we are doing it now, believe me, you can miss everything. Just give it time. It's not something that I put it together. It's just for you to, you have a lot to learn. Just go ahead, take your time, learn it whenever you want to. Just go ahead. You have the videos there. Learn every function that you want to do at your own, you know, convenient time. So I don't want anybody to push himself. Yeah, it's been like 17 years doing this. So some of you will think within 2 days you can learn all this. Yeah, I know it's not something that you can. Please, it's not like that. Okay. So let's apply it to get the highest qualification so that we just practice it again. Some of you will learn it more when we apply it again. So I'm going to say index. Then we are looking for the array. So this is our entire array. So I highlight the entire array. So after that, we are looking for the row number. We don't know the row number. Let's say match. So the lookup value for the row number is Adam or Umar, comma. The lookup array is the name. That is where this full name is. Then we put comma. We need exact match. We close it, comma. For the column number, we don't know the column number, but we know the name. So we are going to say match. The value is highest qualification, comma. The match, the lookup array is this vertical, this, comma. Exact match, we close bracket, and I close another bracket. I press enter. It gives us what? It gives us BSC the way it gives us BSC here. So here we got the match value. That's why we put 51.6 here, but here we use match to get that, and that's something that we try to do. So that's for the index match. And please, like I told you, all this formula, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, lookup, all these formula are very, very. I, yeah, I'm so sorry. My network just shake. So let me share my screen. So like I said, all these functions that we did, they are very powerful and very good functions. And believe me, you need to learn how to work with them. They'll help you and they'll make your work very easier. So we have some few to go. So let's continue and see what we can do again. So the next thing we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about find. That's the name of the function, find. So find function, I'm just laughing. You all know what the find function is all about. You are looking, you just want to find something. So you use find function for that. All you need to is to say find, open bracket, is to tell you what text are you looking for to find. So let's say maybe I want to find uh Bashir, for example. So I'll just write the name Bashir. That's the text I want to find. Within which text I want to find the Bashir. So I'll just click here. Maybe that's the name that I have, comma, the start number of the finding. Please, if you like, you put. If you don't like, just remove it. Just close your bracket and just press enter. Okay, sorry, I need to put that start number. I forgot. So let's say from zero. I want it to start from zero. Okay, sorry. No. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. Find text, open bracket, find okay. Yeah, made a mistake. Sorry. Okay, so the find text, let's say I want to find this comma within is it within this? No, no. That's how it's okay. Show me spilled is because I forgot this function. Oh. I forgot this function seriously. So I think okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not how it is. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What this did for you is okay. What this for you is like I need to we need to treat this function yesterday when we did right left meet. That's when we supposed to treat this function, but I forgot we to treat the function. Okay, what this function did for you is that it returns the position, it returns the position of a particular text that you are looking to find. It returns the position of the text. For example, now, uh, in this case that I use, let's say, for example, now in this case, I use equals to find open bracket. Let's say I want to find M within this particular text. If I click on it, it will tell me M is number two within the text. That way, I forgot the function supposed to. I forgot the function. We're supposed to treat the function yesterday when we did left, right, meet. We're supposed to do it then. I forgot. So, but let's treat it now. So it tells us that this particular letter M that I just want to find its position is under number two. So if I want to say for example, I want to extract a figure. Maybe I want to say left open bracket. I just click on the text, comma, and I say two. I close it. You see, it will just extract two words for us, and M is included. It will extract AM for us. But if I want to extract the only M that I want to extract, only M, I'll just use meet. So let me say meet, open bracket, uh, this start number from number I can say from number two, that because I want to extract the M. So it's from number two. How many characters I want? I want one. Press enter. It will extract the M for us. So I know that M is in the position of number two. So let me keep writing the figures here. Let me say I want to bring out I. Let me put I. So if I say equals to find open bracket, I click on this text, comma, then within which text, within this, comma, I just need to close. Don't put that. It just give us three. So now if I apply the same function, I just want to say meet equals to meet open bracket. The text you want to just click on this, comma, start number is three, comma. What do you want to remove? You want to remove one, comma. Just click enter. It bring I for you again. So this is something that you can do with this find and this. So this is what it did for you. Please. Yeah, I think this is it. This is it. Okay. So yeah, the last parameter in the function is maybe you want to know um um what did I want to say? Maybe you want to know um it's okay. I think yeah. I think let me try it because this function is just something that I started to forget it. Is within this comma. Yeah, I think it's if you want to know yeah, let me put one. Yeah, it's okay. It's the same thing. So that's why I say don't even put it. Unless you want to know the position of it from a particular number. Yeah. If you want to know the position of it from a particular number, starting it from a particular number, that where you put that. For example, this I may be from fifth is 11th. You see, that's what it means, I think. Yeah. It's 11 pick up from fifth value. So if I say from zero, okay, we don't have zero. So it's from 12 is 14. So that's how it is. So that one I didn't get it. So if you want to know the maybe the that position of it, because I don't normally put that. So that's it. So that's how it's that what is you can do for it. So yeah, if you want to know the position from the beginning, I think that is so it will get this, it will give you this, return this. So that what this find for is good for you. Let's continue. But seriously, what I want you to understand is just to know the position of the value. That's what I use it for. Seriously, and that's what you can use it for. You can even know the position of the entire word. You want to know the position of the word, and that's what you can do. So that's all what I use it for. So that's what I can tell you. So let's continue. Let's not waste time. That's fine. So the next one is rand array. Rand array is the advanced formula of rand between. Rand array. So for some of you that are asking me to share the data with them, to give them data, to give them this and that, please, you can develop your own data and create whatever you want to do. Let me come in the new sheet and create this rand array for you. Let's say, for example, I want to create a data with 6 columns or 5 columns and 20 rows with a numbers. Let's say I want to create numbers between 20 to, let's say, 10 to 50. I want to create random numbers and I just want to have a random figures to work with them. That's what I'm going to do. You use rand array for that. Equals to rand array. Rand array. The first thing it will ask you is the number of rows that you want. Let's say I need 20 rows. Number of column, I say I need 6. What is the minimum value that I want within the numbers? Let's say 10. The maximum, let's say 100. Did I need it integer or I need it to be decimal? I need it to be integer. That is, I need everything to be whole number. So I'll make it true. So close your bracket, press enter, it will create the data for you. Look at what I just created. So I'll just go ahead and start doing my calculation and start working with the data. So this is how you do it. If you want, I can create a very big data. So let me show you how to do that. I can just delete this. I can say equals to rand array. I want to create big data. Let's say 1 million rows. Yeah, let me try that. So the rows, let's say I want to create 200. Okay, let me not create 1 million. Let me create 500,000. I want to create 500,000 rows, comma, how many columns? I want to create like 5 columns. Minimum, I want to create minimum to be 10,000. Maximum to be 200,000. Or let's say 1 million. So within second, when I click enter, it will create 500,000 rows data for me. Let me click enter. You see, automatically I got the data. Okay, I didn't put the last one. I need it to be whole number, comma. I need to be true. So I need everything to be whole number, not decimal places. You see, I have about, you see, I have about 500,000 numbers that I can just go ahead and do today. So if I want to create assignment for you people, I want to give you assignment. This is how I just create my figures. If I want to just change the figures and just give you data so that you go ahead and start getting the average, getting the this, getting the that. So this is how you can go ahead and create your own data to practice with it, to know the sum, to apply all the sum ifs, all whatever you want to do. Go ahead and do that. So this is what this rand array did for you. So let me just delete this sheet. I just show you what you can do with rand array. So the next function we are going to treat is replace and substitute. Substitute. All these we use them to substitute a particular text with another text within a cell. That's what you can do with them. So I think let me get rid of all these. I don't need them because we want to start something else. Don't need them all. So let's say, for example, here in this Ibrahim ibn Zarma, let's say, for example, we want to change Ibrahim to Ibrahim. We want to do that. So let me apply replace first. The old text, that I want to replace, the old text. So let's say I want to replace Ibrahim, comma, start number in the old text. And in this, let me say this. Uh, when you are doing replacing, let me say this to you, is different from substituting. You need to put the old text that you want to replace. Normally, the old text, if you don't have it, you can click on the cell that's the old text that you want to replace. For example, you need to give it the starting number that you want to replace and the number of characters that you want to replace and the text that you want to replace it with. So that why you see that find is very, very important to us. For example, now if I say find uh, Ibrahim within this, you see is 1. That means Ibrahim is just complete character 1. So, but if I wanted to start from 1 again, it just give us 1 here. So let me just apply this replace. Let me apply replace. The alt text is this. I want to replace start number. I want to start with 1. The number of characters that I want to replace now. Sorry. Okay. The number of characters that I want to replace is, it has to be, Ibrahim has how many characters? Is that Ibrahim? So the characters of Ibrahim, I need to put the number of characters that I want to replace. So it's about 7 characters. So I need to put 7, comma. The text that I want to replace these 7 characters with, I need to put it. I say we need to turn it to Ibrahim. Like this. So if I close bracket and press enter, the name will change from Ibrahim the way it is here. It will change to Ibrahim because that's what I did to replace the characters with. So this is what this replace this did for you. So for the substitute, you need to select the text that you want to substitute. That is the text you want to substitute with. So let's say, for example, I want to substitute Ibrahim. The old text that you want to okay, sorry, I need to click this. First of all, I need to click this, that the text. The old text is Ibrahim. That's the old text. The new text is Ibrahim. Then we press enter and it did the same thing for you. So if you understand the similarity between these two is that you can use them to change the date. But one thing about them is that the replace, you need to know the number of characters, the starting characters that you want to replace, you need to know that. While for the substitute, you only need to know what to replace. You put the text that you want to replace, the old text and the new text that you want to replace it with. Maybe I want to substitute this Ebony with something else. So if I click here, I can say this Ebony, I want to replace it with Bini, for example. So if I close my bracket and press enter, you see it substitute that Ebony for me from Bini. So normally, the advice that I will give you is that you need to know it's always related to the scenario that you have at hand, but substitute is more kind of easier to use than the replace function. So that's the 2 functions that we have. So you can use them whenever you want to. And please, one thing about this substitute and replace, let me explain this. Some of you will say sometimes I can go ahead and apply Control H to do, find and replace. Please, in Excel, don't ever try that. Make sure you don't do that. All these functions that you are learning is when you are applying them across everything here. For example, I'm substituting this male to M, or I'm substituting M to male. That's when you apply this substitute. Sometimes you can even use if nested to apply all these substitute formula and replace formula. You can do that to change a lot of things that you want to do. So that way, when you are done, you drag down. Please don't go and use find and replace. So they are not like that. They are functions on their own. There are many things you can do with them. Okay, so next we are going to talk about repetition. This is a function that, believe me, sometimes you will love the function because you just need to use the function to repeat a particular text more than the times that you want to repeat it. For example, I can say rept, that's the name of the function. The text that I want to rept, I'll write the text. For example, I want to repeat dollar sign. Then I will close it. Then how many times did I want to repeat the dollar sign? Let's say I want to repeat it 1,000 times. Close bracket, press enter. You see, I'll have 1,000 dollar sign. You see, there are 1,000. Don't worry. There are much of them. They are just go like that is 1,000. If I put 1 million, it will create 1 million for me. That's what this rept did for you. And we can say it like, for example, let's say rept. Maybe I want to create something like this. Sorry, this. Or then I can say maybe 10. You see, close bracket, press enter, it will create 10 for you. Maybe I want to create star. You see, it creates 10 for you. So whatever you want to create, it will create 10. The number of the time that you want to create that particular thing, it will do it for you. So that's what rept did for you. The next function we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about round, round up, and round down. Okay, you know when you are rounding up of a value, we round it up to the nearest number. So you can round up or round down, or you just round it and leave it to round itself the way it's want to do it. So in Excel also, you can apply that function to round up a formula or to round up a value, just to apply the function to do that. So for the round, it's just to round up the values. Just click on the number. When you click on the number, so how many digits do you want to round it up to? So maybe I want to round it to 2, or to 2 decimal places, or to 0, or to 1, or to whatever you want to round it. Close it and press enter. It will just do that for you. So that's what this round it did for you. So if for example what you have has nothing to do with that round up, it will not do the round up for you. So let's, for example, let me say something. Let me apply something. For example, let's say this. So then I will say equals to round, comma, to 2. Press enter. You see, it removes everything and it rounded to 2 decimal places. That's what it did for the what? For the round this thing round. You just need to put how many numbers you want to round it up with. So let me put round 58 or 48. Okay, let me say 3498. For example, let me do it like this. So let me do it like this. Okay, so now let me put 5. Okay, so now let's talk about round up and round down. For the round up, if you want to round it to the round it up, you see, sometimes we round it down, sometimes we round it up. So now if you want to round it down, you put comma. How do you want to round it down? I want to round it down to 2 also. So you press enter, it will do the same for you. Maybe I want to round it up. I'm rounding it up to 2, maybe 1, then it will give me 0.5. And I want to round it up down. So let me round it down. Round it down. So I will click on the number. I want to round it to 1 also. So if I round it to 1, it will give me 0.4. You see, it removes everything. I'm not rounding it up. Now I'm rounding it down. So that's the difference between all this round, round up, and round down. So I believe you understand how to use the function. So this is how what the function is all about. So the next function we'll talk about is median, mod. Okay, let me explain this before we talk about the modulus and other functions. So we all know what median is all about. Median is just to get the medial value of the number. That is to be that maybe when you have what that medial value will be, that half of the number will be greater than the median, and half of the number will have values that are less than also the median. So that's what the median is all about. So you have the range of the numbers. So any number that you got when you apply the median, that number, the half of the values is greater than the number and the half of the value is less than the number. So that number becomes your median. So that's what median is all about. So let's say we want to know the median of these two salary. This two salary, let me just say I want to know the median of this from here to here. So you just need to say median, open bracket, then number one, number two, number three. You need to put comma, number four, number five, number six. You close bracket and press enter. The median is 172,450. That means half of these values, they are six. Half of them are less than this, and half of them are greater than this. You will believe me if we just do it, you will see it on your own. You see 140, 68, 144. These three are less than 172. And these 200, 200, 200 are greater than what? Than this. That means 172.50 is the median of these particular values. So that's what median is all about. Some of you, I know you didn't understand what median is. So today you know what median is, I believe. So median is like this. So this is what median is all about. So you can get median in Excel using the median function. And for the mod is just like you want to know the number that appeared more frequently within the data set. So if I want to know the mod of all these salaries that I have, what salary is the most frequent salary? That is, a lot of people are getting it more. So that when you need to apply mod to get that. Any number, maybe I want to know what number appears more within the range of the data, I apply mod for that. So you just go ahead and say mod, that's where the mod is. So you click on mod, then you get it. So now the updated mod is this mod SNGL. That's the updated one. So that's the updated one. So that's the updated one. So if you like, you use it. If you like, you use this mod, but they just give you the same result. This mod SNGL and this mod, they are the same thing. So I just want to tell you this. So you can use mod, open bracket, just highlight the entire range, close bracket and press enter. See, it just give us NA and it has to do with this. Okay, sorry. So I think maybe mod is no longer useful. So let me just use this one. Okay, so I think we need to, okay, yeah, we are not highlighting the entire range. Sorry, we need to click on the cell. Yeah, we need to click them one by one. One, two, three, four, five, six, like this. You close bracket so you don't have any mod in the number. That means there is no any value that appeared twice. Let me copy this and paste it here. You see 200,000 now appears twice within the range, and that way it our mod value. So that is. So let's talk about the modulus. Modulus is a reminder. You know, whenever you have two or more values, the remainder, when you divide them, it will give you the remainder. Maybe 5 divided by 2, remainder will be 1. So definitely 1 is the modulus. That what modulus did, it always return the remainder. So when you say modulus, we have that that mode is just mode. So it's not like that mode that we did. So when I have 200,000 and I click on 200,000, I say divided by 3. If I close enter, it will give me 2. It will give me 2. That means 2 is the modulus. That's what it means. If I say divided by 2, it will say 0 because there is no remainder. But if I divided by 3, that means let's just do it and see equals to this divided by 3. You see it give us 6, 6, 6, 6, whatever, whatever, whatever. It just shows us that what will be the remainder. So this is what the modulus is. It always return what will be the remainder in whatever you are doing. That's the modulus. So if there is no reminder, it will not show you a reminder. Maybe let's say equals to mod open bracket 10 divided by 3. So the modulus will be what? The modulus will be 1 because 10 divided by 3, it will give us 3, 3. What will left is 1. So that's our modulus. So that's what it is. If we say 10 divided by 2, we'll not get any modulus. It will give us 0 because 10 divided by 2, it will be 5, 5. There is no reminder, and that's how it's going to be. So that's what this mod did for you. So I didn't even write it. So it's modulus. I think this is how it is. I think is like this modulus. I think that how it is. Please, what is the spelling of this modulus? I think that how it is. That's how modulus is. That's how it is. MDULUS, yeah, modulus. I think that how it is, modulus. Okay, so the next function that we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about um let's talk about transpose. Let's talk about transpose. We talk about unique, exact. Okay, let me talk about transpose. Okay, transpose function is a function that we use to transpose. For example, this that we have, I want it to be horizontal. The way I did it before, you see, if I copy it like this, right click, I can transpose it like this. You see, it becomes horizontal. So that's what this transpose did for you. So let's say I want to transpose this to be horizontal. So I'm going to say transpose. That's the function, transpose. Then you click the array, you close enter, you press enter. Sorry, it's only did it for, okay, let me say transpose, open bracket, this is the array, close bracket, press enter. It's only transposing vertically. But sorry, I think, okay, it will not do it. So it's only transpose vertically. So if you want to transpose horizontally, you need to use that one that I'll just show you. But it's only transpose array like this, it transpose it uh, vertically. No, that's okay, so that's what transpose function did for you. So you have something like this, you want to transpose it to go like this, like this. So you go ahead and do it like that. Okay. So let's talk about okay, we have a lot. Okay, we have some few to finish. We are at 73. So yeah, we are at the verge of ending. So let's talk about unique, unique and exact. Okay, exact is like what can I say? Exact is okay, unique. For the unique, you want to get I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, for the unique function, what you need to do is that whenever you want to get a unique to know whether a value or a value that is unique within the range of the data, you use this unique function to know that what value is unique. For example, you will have let's say a series of data. Let's say we have a series of data. And in this array, I want to know which value, or maybe a salary, this series of salary. I want to know in this salary, what is unique within the salary? What is unique? That's what I want to know. So the only thing that is unique, that's what I will see within the range of the data. So for example, in this gender, let me just highlight it up till this. Now, if I close my bracket and press enter, what is unique in this? It will just return all the uniques for us. Let me say this to you. Some of you that are using pivot table, you filtered, for example, now, we have Borno, and whatever, all of this state. Let's say I just want to know, I just want to have the unique states, not the repetition state. The unique state is what I want to have. I will use that unique function. I will use the unique function to get that. So for you to get that, you just need to come here. Let me say equals to, okay, let me delete all this. I don't need them. So let me say equals to, I want to get the unique state that we have in the entire data. Unique, open bracket, I'll highlight this, all of it, close bracket and press enter. These are the unique states. These are the unique values. It's about system. It's the reason why we have system. Some of them will write Zamfara state, this and that. That's what it is. But let me show you under qualification. You see what I'm saying. Unique, unique. Then I will highlight the qualification. You will see the only unique qualification that we have. These are the SSC, MSc, diploma. These are the only unique qualification that we have across all the data. So this function is very, very powerful function. Please, you need to understand this function and you need to learn how to work with this unique uh, function. It's very powerful and I love this unique function. I use it. You don't need to use pivot table to just filter that and that. When you use this unique function, you go ahead and use whatever you want to use using this unique function. Okay, so the next function we'll talk about is exact function. So let's talk about the exact function. Okay, so what the exact function is, did exact only return is just a Boolean function. It returns true or false. So you have two words. You want to know whether the words within two cells are exactly the same. Okay, in this, I work with this function when you can work with this function when you have you want to verify a data that was entered. Maybe you want to verify, let's say, two account numbers. You want to know whether the two account numbers are the same or whether the account numbers. Okay, let me say this. Some of you that are verifying account numbers with the attendance sheet, whether the account number or the name of the account name is exactly with the attendance, with the person that attend the program. So you use this exact to know that. Please, let me tell you that this function also is very powerful function. You can use it to do a lot of things. Okay, let's say, for example, here, let me create something. Let me say uh account names. Let me say, let me apply len. You know, some names has extra spaces. So let's remove that. Okay, not len, trim. Sorry, I applied trim. Let me apply trim. So let me come here and create another one and call it status of accounts. Let me just say that. So I want to know if the account name tally with the attendance name. I want to know that. Then I'm using this exact function to know that. I want to know if the account name tally with that. So I'm going to say exact this text, comma, and this text, close bracket and press enter. You see, they are not the same. So this will tell you that any account number that didn't tally with the attendance, with the name of the person that attended the program, you'll know that and you'll say, yeah, your account number is not the same, or the account number is not the same with the person that attended. So this is also a very powerful function that I know it will help a lot of people that are using Excel and that are doing other things with it. So this function is very, very good function. So let's talk about average if and average ifs. All these functions are just new to a lot of people I know. This function average if and average if, let me get rid of this. I don't need it. Is, you know what average did for us? It just brings the average value of the entire sales force. But now it will not do that for us. What it's going to do for us, we'll give it a criteria. Let's say we want to know the average salary of the people that are from Zamfara State. Let me just do that. Let's say equals to average if, open bracket, this is the salary. That's the salary, the range. So let's highlight the range, comma. What is the criteria? What is the criteria? That is the criteria that we want to know that. Sorry, first of all, we take our range. The range should be our, should be our state. The range should be our state. The criteria should be Zamfara. Then the average range. The average range is here. Then we close bracket and we press enter. You see, this is the average salary of the people that are from Zamfara. The average salary of people from Zamfara. Before, when we apply average yesterday, you know, the average salary is not that. Let me just show you that. The average salary is 139. That is for the entire people that we have. But this one is specific for the people of Zamfara State. So if you want to know the average salary again for the people of Zamfara State, and also those that are under Gusau LGA. So we need to say, we need to apply average ifs. That what bring the average ifs. So part of all, we need to take the average range. That is where the salary is. So we need to take the salary, comma. Then the first one is the first range criteria. So we need to take state, comma. The range is Zamfara, or the criteria is Zamfara, comma. The second range is LGA. Then I'm coming to LGA. Highlight the LGA, comma, what I'm looking for is Gusau, comma, close bracket and press enter. This is the average salary of the people of what? Of LGA, Gusau LGA. So you see, those that are in Gusau LGA, their average salary is greater than the average salary of the entire people of Zamfara state. So this is how you use average ifs. So whenever you were asked to get the average of this average if and ifs is also a very powerful function. Please understand this. Sometimes you will be asked to get the average salary by department. By department, maybe get the average salary of this department and this department and this department, get their average salary. And the data is in one place. How are you going to do that? You don't need to separate the data. All you need is to apply your what? Is to apply your average if and average ifs to get whatever you want to get. Okay. So the next thing we are going to talk about, head stack and V stack and H stack. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss about now. So for this head stack and V stack, the only thing I want to tell you is it's very easier to work with them. But let me show you something. Let me show you one thing. Let me just show you one thing. This V stack and head stack is just a function that used to merge data together. For the V stack, if you want to merge data vertically, you want to merge them together, you use V stack for that. That means when you are merging them, they are going to come like this. Like we use VLOOKUP. For the head stack, if you want to merge data horizontally, that means you want them to go like this. You want to merge them horizontally, then you use head stack for that. That's all what this function did for you. And I will show you how you can do with it, how you can use these two functions. This V stack, uh, the best way to use this V stack, let me show you something. Let me duplicate this. If, for example, I want to match this data and this data, I can use V stack to do that. But okay, let me not confuse you. But if you want to use it, go ahead and do that. You can match two or more data together. You can match them in one sheet. But let me show you that since I already talked about that. Let me show you that. I'm deleting all this. So I want to bring this data, I want to bring it here using VStack. That's what I'm going to do. I'll show you what will happen. So you're going to say VStack, open bracket. All you need to is just to highlight the array. So I'm going to highlight, okay. Sorry. Since I want to merge the two data, then I want to create new sheet. So let me create this new sheet here. I want to merge. Let me delete this. Don't worry, I'm doing Control Z to bring everything back. Okay, let me not delete this. Let me create another one so that we can see what will happen. I want to merge two data together. So I have this. So let's say I also have this. So I want to merge what is here with what is here. I want to merge them together here. So I don't want to copy and paste them in one place. I want to merge them together by myself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say equals to V stack, open bracket. The first array is this one. So I'm highlighting this, comma. The second array is this one. I'm highlighting it all. Sorry, I'm highlighting it all, closing bracket, and I press enter. You see, it brings all the data together for us. Look at it here. Everything now is together. We have all the data that is here. We also have it. That is here also. We also have it here together in one place. That's what this V stack did for you in the first place. Please understand this. So the second one for the head stack. Head stack, you can do it horizontally. For example, I have this data here. Let's say I have another one here. Let me get rid of this. I have this one here. I have another one there. Let's say I have another one also. I want to merge them, but the margin that I want to have them to have, I want them to be in the same row. That's what this head stack did. So if I say, for example, a head stack, the first array is this one, comma, the second array is this one. Or maybe this one is in another sheet. Don't worry. I just show you this to show you what will happen. You see, they were merged together. All of them were merged together. All of them were merged together. So you see, you just have them all together in one place, and this is how you can work with it. So this is what this head stack and B stack can do for you. Another thing for this, so that I don't want to confuse you. Please, yeah, this is what you can do with this. You can merge them together. So let's stop there. So the next function we are going to talk about, let me delete all these sheets. I don't want them. So let's talk about filter. So filter is another function in Excel. You know, some of you doesn't know that filter existed. So it's another function in Excel. Filter. It's like the normal filter that we are using. We can have filter function to do the work for us. There is a filter function on its own. We can use filter function. And filter function will help you to, the way we use filter normally, the way you use filter that we want to uh, filter something, let's say by region. We want to filter something by uh maybe by this, by that. That's how we can use the filter also in our uh you know in our function that is called filter. So let's use this filter function and see what we can do with it. So I want to use this filter on, let me use it on state. So let's say filter. I'm highlighting the array. So let me highlight the array. Let me highlight the array. Okay. So now after you highlight the array, the next thing it will ask you for, it will ask you for the include. So you need to specify the include. That's what you need to specify. Please, I'm sorry. Let me take this call. Okay, I'm sorry, please. It's just late night, so we already reached the same time of yesterday. But we are about to finish. Don't worry, we'll finish everything just within short period of time. So after this, it will ask you for the include. So include is going to be the column where you want to apply the filter. That's what it's going to show you. That's why it asks for the include. So for the include, what we are going to take, we are going to take the states, all this state. That's what we are going to state. That's the include. That's what we are going to say to take. So after that, then we are going to click on equal sign to specify what we want to include. So I'm going to say we just want it to return Zamfara for us. Then you close your bracket. Then you press enter. So all the result we are going to have here is only for the people of Zamfara state. All the result, you see, it's only Zamfara. You see, all these are Zamfara people. This is what this filter function will do for you. So it's even easier than that filter. This filter, when you apply this filter, it will fetch all the information that qualified with the criteria you give within the filter. It will extract all the informations for you. Let's say maybe I want people, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Let's say, for example, I want people that have SSC, all the people with SSC. So I'll just say filter, open bracket, then I will take all the array, comma, then I will take the column where the what? The highest qualification is, comma. So I want all the people with SSC. So I will say equals to SSC, close bracket, okay, close quotation, close bracket, press enter. All the people with SSC, I have them now. So these are the people with SSC. So this is what it is. And this is how you can use this. So that's for the filter. So I know filter is something that some of you will love to work with, I believe. So we have remaining uh two what did I call it? We have remaining two functions to go, and we have some many functions, but let me just treat this function and go. So how can we do it? I have some functions to do for you. So let's talk about sort. Let's talk about sort. Let's learn how to sort a data. Let's talk about sort. So we need to sort data. You know what sort is all about? We all have sort within the data. You need sort data, whether largest to smallest or highest to lowest or something like or A to Z. So I just apply sort, open bracket. You just click on the index, just click on it, the array, you know, like this when you just click on the function. So that's the function of sort. So now you need to put sort index, sort order, sort by column, whatever. But now if you just click on sort, automatically it will do the sort for you. So forget about that sort column and whatever. Once you just put sort, you see it sort the entire uh names that we have, it sort them for us alphabetically. You see, it's just this is sort for us. So that's what this sort is, and it's something that a lot of you would love to learn how to work with. So you don't need to apply that sort to come here and put sort by and whatever. Just apply your sort and just get whatever you want to sort the data the way it is. So that what sort function is all about. Okay. The next thing is not thinking of the one that we want to create. So let's talk about this sequence. Okay, let's talk about this sequence function. I think that let it be the last function we are going to talk about. Sequence, since we don't have much time, so let's just stop there and call there are many other functions that we're supposed to treat, but I think let's stop here on that this sequence. So this sequence function is just for you to create a sequence of number. So it's like if you can recall that rand array that we did, so that's how this sequence is all about. But this sequence, you need to give the interval that you want to create, the number of rows you want to create, the interval, the starting point. So that's how the sequence is all about. You just create a sequence of number. Let's say I want to create uh 12, 12 rows. How many columns I want to create? Two columns. Starting point, I want to start from one. Step, I want to put a step of two. Close bracket, press enter. That's what it will create for us. It will create a sequence of number for us. It is going to have the same columns that we say we need 12, and it's creating two, and it gives interval of two numbers in between. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, this. That's what it will do for you. Okay, there are many functions, of course, but I think it's already late. And please, can you excuse me for 2 minutes or 1 minute so that if you have questions, please drop your question in the chat. I'll respond to your questions. And we'll do that after that. I will round everything up. I will call it a day. But give me 1 minute before that, please. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay, so if you have a question, let me see your questions. Since I didn't see any question, maybe I'll round everything up. It's just someone that is it possible to go ahead and write the formula manually and make use of it, even if the Excel version is outdated, i.e., the version doesn't have a required, but no, if the version doesn't have the function in it, so it wasn't created in the version. If you apply it, the Excel will not recognize it, it will not work. That's one thing about it because it's only dated if that I know in Excel it was it was removed from the list of the function, but it still work. You can still work with it. So apart from Excel, believe me, you can't do that. Okay. Someone was even asking me, can we have the video? How can I give you the video? We are just using the video. When am I going to put the videos together? When am I going to upload the video? Do you know how many gig are they going to be? The videos minimum this 3 or 6 hours is going to be around 20 something gig. So I will have to put them together. After that, I have to upload them together and I have to share the. I will give you that, but don't rush me. I know I will give you that. That's why I'm recording everything. So this is the X stack function like B stack, B stack. Okay, someone was asking me. Well, someone was asking me if there is sorry, if there is a X stack function. I don't know. I don't know if there is a X stack. I don't know. I don't know seriously because I never use it. It's only V stack, the hash stack that I know. Even if there is X stack, I don't know if it exists. Seriously, I don't know. It's B stack that an hash stack that I used. So that's why I talk about them. Okay, any question, please? Okay, let's go back to our slide. Any question, please? So this is where at the question and answer. So if you have a question, you ask your question. This question, Jamila, I don't know what you are asking. Why is that when one at filter function? When you are asking some your question, sometimes I will feel like we are fighting. When you are asking your question, it just sounds to me odd, very odd to me that why is that when some I don't know why is that. Let me just say this. I don't know. I don't know. Because me when I apply it, the filter did what I want. It did the work for me. So I don't know. You just tell me why is that. I don't know why. I don't know. Which function is used for inserting serial number? Which function is used for inserting serial number? If we didn't treat the function, you just go ahead and but people use sequence to insert serial number. They use sequence to insert serial number. Yeah, they use sequence. So if you want, you can go ahead and use sequence for that. I just show you sequence because when you are creating a sequence in the column, you put one column. Interval, you can put one. So it will just keep adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the sequence. So it will create the serial number for you across. That's the sequence function. Yeah, that's the sequence function. But me, I just show you how to create sequence function, how to go through all the parameters in it, the way we use rand array. So you can go ahead and use sequence for that. But some people are using sequence to create serial number. But me, I don't normally buy the idea. Create serial number. Just go ahead and use what you know how to create serial number is better. Oh boy. Someone was asking that is mid function similar to median function? No, they are not even related. They are not even related. One is related to integer, that is numerical value. The other is related to text, that is string, qualitative data. So they're not even in the same house. I'm going to highlight an entire row and click on the filter function. If we want to see a particular variable, it will only show just first row. seriously, I didn't understand your question, Jamila Musa. I'm sorry for this. Because what you are asking, I don't think I teach what you are asking. That's what I just want to say. We're talking about formula and functions here. This filter function that you are talking about, when one highlight an entire row and click on the filter function, ah, you click on the filter function and you want to see a particular variable, it will only show just first row. If somebody understand that, please can you help us, please, so that we can move. Because the filter function you are talking about, to me, well, I know the filter function you are talking about, when you apply the filter function, it will return all the array related to the include that you put in the function. So there is nothing that has to do with the row or that has to do with the variable that you are talking about. It has nothing to do with that. It will only filter the data related to what you include. Unless maybe you are talking about filter button on the menu bar, that when you click the filter button, when you want to filter, it will show you one row. And that means that's the only row that you have in the filter. Maybe that's what you are asking. I don't know. Because I didn't understand the question seriously. Okay. So if there is any question, please you ask. No, no, weak norms, it doesn't count the weak this thing. Okay, weak norm. Yeah. It counts every week started from Monday and ends on Sunday. That's how it sits on the calendar year. So we have week 1, week 2, week 3. That's how it is. So it just counts the calendar month that we have on calendar. That's what the week norm did for you. Yeah. So we end at week 52 normally. Some year we'll have 53. So that's how it is. So we it will count all the weeks that we have from Monday to Sunday, that week 1. Because now we are in I think we started week 2. Isn't it started I think on even Sunday. I don't know. I think that's how it started. So that's how it is. It will continue like that week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, like that. Okay. So what I'm going to say, because I didn't see much of the questions. So what next? Let's just talk about this. So after learning all this, I'm going to discuss about this in just short 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay. What I will urge some of you, I know, there are lots of people that join. I know how it is normally for people, but what I will advise you is that please, don't push yourself too much. Take it easy and take it one after the other. Some of you that doesn't have the basics of Excel, please, I urge you to go and learn the basics first. Because will be like you are just adding load on your head without having foundation or solid foundation to hold what you are putting on it. You need to go and learn that. That's what I would advise you in the first place, please. Secondly, don't push yourself, like I said. Take it one after the other, start practicing it, start creating template with the function, because all the functions that we have treated, they are like interchangeable. They are like working with each other. You can work with them with each other. You can also create a lot of templates with them, because there are functions that almost all the functions you can create template that you want with them. Some will have you can create multiple templates with them, a lot of templates that you can even sold and make money with it. So all this is how it is. You can start working with all this. So don't push yourself. Start taking it one after the other. Start using it. Maybe you can give it some time. Maybe every day you can learn 5 or 10 or 20 or 30, but do what you can and try as much as you can to learn them and memorize everything, so that whenever you are talking about them or whenever you have a work, since you understand them, you learn them, they will just come to a head, and you know that, wow, there is a function that can help me to do this. And that's when you will know that you know what you are doing. All this that we have done is when you have a work, and the work will take much of your time, and you remember that you have a function that will help you to do the work in a very easier way. That's okay. Okay, so that's when you will know that you are good in what you are doing and you know what you are doing. So please learn it one after the other. Don't rush anything. Keep learning it and don't stop, and keep creating templates, especially templates. I urge you to keep creating templates and keep applying this to your day-to-day activities, or to your office work, or to even your normal endeavors, what you are doing. Just do that to your home, to your house, to your life. Create templates to okay, so I'm sorry, my network doesn't want us to finish to round everything up. So, but like I say, just create the template, even to record your expenses, your maybe expenditures, your income, your whatever. Do that. Create some things. Create it for your child, create it for your friends, create it for a lot of people. Keep doing that. One thing about all this that you will be doing, creating or something like that, you can do it for free to someone, but he can show it to someone that will ask who did it for him. And from nowhere, you will not know it. Somebody will call you, somebody might call you, and that would be something that maybe can change your life and something like that. So I think um uh, um this is what I'm going to say, I think, and I'll also advise you to keep on learning this and to keep working with this, and it's something that I believe will help you when you master it, and it will help you in your day-to-day activities. So that's it. And maybe till we meet in our next maybe webinar. And like I said, keep learning it. It's not something easy. It's not something that you can learn over the night. And you need to keep practicing, because if you are not practicing this, next week you forget everything. You don't know how everything works. You don't even know the name of some of all these that we have done so far. So, but if you work hard, you practice it every day, you did everything, you can memorize all. You can have all in your heart, and whenever you have a work to do, you will know what to do, and you know how to apply everything in this. So this is it, and that's all what I can say. And I wish you all the best. I can say thank you for listening, and thank you for being here with me. See you in the next webinar. And for the females, like I said, we are about to start a bootcamp for females alone. We are targeting 100 females. Yeah, that bootcamp will come, and maybe the registration will start tomorrow. And anything, maybe you will see it on my page. I'll post that on my Facebook page, LinkedIn, and other social media accounts that I have, and our company. So all this I can say is was sponsored by my company, Hammer Technologies and Consultancy Limited. So you need to give a big shout out to them, and to me also for you know uh holding this. It's one formula and function for you. So I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful dream and good night.